Yeah, I think it is there. So we'll start with prayers. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Nitinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashat Dishatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंतकोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय। जगद्गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। The God Premanande Hare Hare Bol. Okay, in yesterday's call we discussed till sorry. In yesterday's call, we discussed that Vishwamitra Muni, he came to Dasharatha Maharaj asking for Lord Ram to come to follow him to the place where he's doing the yajna, and all the demons are coming. The demons are the party of Ravana, so they're all coming and disturbing him. So after a lot of discussion, when finally Vasishtha Muni had said that it is to bless Lord Rama that Vishwamitra Muni has come. It is not that he requires your help. You please send Rama immediately. So then Dasharatha Maharaj immediately sends Rama along with Vishwamitra Muni. And then Suputra Murdhanyupagraya Raja Dasharatastha Tadau Kushikaputraya Supritenantaratmana. So Dasharatha Maharaj, he was very well pleased with Lord Rama and Lakshmana having bowed down at his feet. And so he kissed his son Rama on the forehead and entrusted both Rama and Lakshmana to Vishwamitra. So now Vishwamitra Muni has taking Rama Lakshmana to his ashrama. Okay, and it's a long journey. It's a very long journey. And through this journey, there are so many stories, the pastimes of the places where Rama will ask and Vishwamitra Muni will explain. And this will lead to finally marriage ceremony of Sita and Rama. Okay, so Vishwamitra Muni has now, they left the palace, they're going towards the Sarayu river. So Vishwamitra Muni is going in front, and behind him, Rama and Lakshmana, they're following him. So looking at the scenes, even the demigod of wind, Vayudev, he became very pleased, and very gentle breeze blew. There was a shower of flowers from various balconies of Ayodhya when they were going. And melodious instruments were being played. Drums were beaten, conches were blown. See, when Rama and Lakshmana are following a guru, all this, the citizens of Ayodhya, they're glorifying this trio. And they're all talking. Look at Rama and Lakshmana, how faithfully they are following Vishwamitra. And Rama had jet black hair with hair locks, and he was handling his bow, while Lakshmana was handling his own bow. So both of them are holding their bows and they're following Vishwamitra Muni. And both of them have quivers. Quivers is a case for carrying all the arrows or holding the arrows. And both of them have two bows in their hands, and they're radiating effulgence. Shobhayano disho dashaha. They're radiating with effulgence in 10 directions. So the scene looked as if there is a three-headed serpent which is following Vishwamitra. And Rama Lakshmana, their physiques were very beautiful, just like Ashwini demigods. These Ashwini demigods, Devatas, they are the celestial nurses. They are considered to be the most handsome and beautiful in the upper planetary systems. So it looks like as if the Ashwini Devatas, demigods, are following the forefather Brahma. Pitamaha Vishwanav. Okay. So Rama and Lakshmana, they both had so much faith in their Guru. Now they are kept on walking, and Guru knows when to stop, where to take them, when they would require food, rest, all that the Guru knows. So Rama and Lakshmana, they never asked how long we have to walk. They were just following the Muni. So after walking for around 1.5 yojana, 1 yojana is approximately 8 kilometers, 8 miles. So approximately after 12 kilometers, they reached the southern banks of the Sarayu. And Vishwamitra Muni, he turned back, became so joyous looking at that, the faith and sincerity of the disciples. Immediately, he gave a gift. Immediately, because he was so pleased. It is a supreme Lord, so faithfully following him. He became very pleased. So he imparted the knowledge of Bala and Atibala to Rama and Lakshmana. And if you have these two powers, Bala and Atibala, one will never feel tired. Even if you walk for hundreds of miles, even if you spend nights, many nights without sleep, how much ever you fight, you keep on fighting for days and nights, one will not feel tired. And one will not be diseased. He will not get any vyadhi or any disease if they know this Bala and Atibala. And demons cannot do anything. So then Vishwamitra Muni, he said that if you chant this Vedic verses, there will be no person who will be equivalent to you in this world in performing various other tasks. And very skillfully, you will perform all the tasks, especially with your hands. So, my dear Rama, you just go on reciting these Bala and Atibala hymns. There will be no hunger, no thirst to you at all. So he did the Rama did the Achmana, purificatory, before doing any taking any knowledge, especially Vedic knowledge or doing worship. You have to purify yourself. That is the Achmana process, sipping the water, taking while chanting a mantra. So they did the Achmana and they received all those teachings from Vishwamitra. And then Rama and Lakshmana, they performed their duties as a student, how he should take care of the Guru. They performed their duties. And by this time, it became very night. Bit night. And Vishwamitra decided that, let's stay here in the banks of River Sarayu for the night. So Muni immediately he brought some soft grass. He spread them across, just like making a bed, and asked Rama and Lakshmana to sleep on that grass. See, they are princes. They are used to sleep on the most softest bed available in the kingdom. But now, just because the Guru had said, no, you sleep here, immediately Rama and Lakshmana, they started sleeping on the grass. This is a faith that you have on the Guru, the discipline that you have. And Vishwamitra Muni, he treated them, both of them, as his own grandchildren. As a grandfather, how he would take his grandchildren and tell some bedtime stories. Like that, Vishwamitra Muni, as Rama and Lakshmana were sleeping, Vishwamitra Muni told some bedtime stories. And they slowly slipped into the deep sleep. Now, in the next morning, when the sun rose, right, when the sunrise happened, Vishwamitra Muni, he got up early. Okay, during the Brahma Muhurta time. That is approximately 1.5 hours before sunrise. But Rama and Lakshmana, they were sleeping because of their tiredness. They have never traveled like this. So they were very tired. So they were still sleeping. As the sun rose, Vishwamitra Muni saw them. And he's the first person, or maybe he's the only outsider, the first outsider who was able to witness the beauty of Rama and Lakshmana when they were asleep. Because this can be only seen by the servants or residents of the Dashrath Maharaj's palace. Queens, king, and other servants, only they get to see the beauty. But now Vishwamitra Muni also got it. So looking at their beauty, Vishwamitra Muni, he says, Kausalya Suprajarama Purva Sandhya Pravartate Uttishta Narashardula Kartavyam Daivamahnikam. So this is a very famous Suprabhatam song of Lord Venkateshwara. It starts with this. So this verse is actually from this Ramayana, Balakanda. So he's saying, Kausalya Suprajarama. Oh, Rama. Instead of saying Ram, he said Kausalya. Kausalya Suprajarama. Rama, you are the son of Kausalya. Please wake up. The sun is rising. Purva Sandhya. Sandhya is the sunrise or sunset or the mid-noon. That's called Sandhya, morning Sandhya. So the Sandhya is passing. Sun is rising. You have to perform your morning rituals and duties. So please wake up. And that too in a very loving tone. Vishwamitra Muni is waking the children just as a grandfather would wake the grandchildren. And so immediately Rama, Lakshmana, they woke up. And they very enthusiastically, they presented themselves before the Muni. And said, my dear sage, please advise us, what should we do next? So Muni said, no, we just have to start our journey. So they started their journey and approached an ashrama. And this ashrama, this place was near the confluence of Sarayu River and Ganga. So the Sarayu River, it joins into Ganga. So this ashrama is at that Sangam. Sangam means the confluence of two rivers. See, at this auspicious confluence of Sarayu and Ganga, they saw that hermitage, and immediately Ram asked, could you please tell me whose ashrama is this? Who is the great person that is living in this ashram? And Vishwamitra Muni says it was, once Lord Shiva was doing a great austerity here in this ashrama. And at that same time, Manmadha, he is a demigod of all lust or love, we say. Cupid Manmadha. He released lusty arrows over Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva became very angry and he opened his third eye. And with the fire coming out of the third eye, Manmadha was burnt into ashes here. And he lost all his body parts. He became Ananga. Anga means with the different body parts or limbs. He became Ananga. And that is why Rama, this kingdom is called as Angadesham. And this is Lord Shiva's ashrama. And at the time of Shiva's penance, there were many of the great sages who did service to Lord Shiva. They were all living here. And The sages whom you see now, they're all the disciples of those great sages who directly did service to Lord Shiva. So they're all coming in that disciplic succession. And it is a very sacred ashrama. And all of them are very pure devotees. So, you see, there are 4 Vaishnava Sampradayas: Rudra Sampradaya, Kumara Sampradaya, Shri Sampradaya, and Brahma Sampradaya. So, one of the Sampradaya starts from Shiva himself, Vaishnava Sampradaya. So, here, when he was there in the ashrama, he was doing the meditation on what? On Lord Vishnu, because he is the greatest devotee of Lord Vishnu. Vaishnavanam Yatho Shambhu, Parama Vaishnava. So he instructed all his followers also to do the same. And then he had left to Kailasha. But his disciples, they continued that parampara in this ashram. And Vishwamitra Muni is saying, you see, they're all pure devotees. So let us stay in this ashrama for this night. And it is very auspicious place of the Sangam of Ganga and Sarayu. So let's stay here. And tomorrow we will cross over the Ganga river. But before we rest, let's go and purify ourselves at the Sangam. And let's do our evening sadhana, devotion service. Then we will enter the ashrama. See, ashrama is very pure, like ashrama, temple, all those things, right? So very pure. So, and especially in these ashramas, all the brahmacharis are there. They keep performing various sacrifices all the time. So it's very important that a person is purified before going there. I mean, external purification. So that's why they have gone to the Ganga, the Sangam, and they purified themselves externally, and they entered. So as Vishwamitra Muni was discussing the plan, he was just telling Rama and Lakshmana about, we will enter the ashrama like that. The sages in the ashrama, they could understand with their sixth sense, the divine vision, transcendental vision, that Vishwamitra Muni and Rama Lakshmana have arrived here. They could understand easily. So they immediately approached the trio, and they offered them water to wash their hands and feet, and offered a very nice hospitality. So it was not that the Vishwamitra Muni and Rama Lakshmana, they went to the ashram. The moment they were near, all the sages from the ashrama, they came to them to personally invite them into the ashram. So first they served Vishwamitra, and then they attended to Rama and Lakshmana. So Vishwamitra Muni also praised their hospitality, that you're serving us very nicely. Thank you very much. And then the sages were entertaining their guests with nice stories. And how would these sages entertain? They would all entertain only by Bhagavata Katha, various stories from the Puranas of the Lord and his devotees. So then later in the evening, they performed their Shayana Arati. And at night again, Vishwamitra Muni, just like the previous night, considering Rama and Lakshmana as his grandchildren, he put them asleep by telling many bedtime stories. So every day they would perform like this. They would go to some ashrama, they would take rest. The next day morning, they would wake up and they continue their journey. So next morning also, they woke up, they did their sadhana in the morning. And now they arrived at the banks of Ganga river. And they need to cross the river Ganga to reach the place of that sacrifice where that yajna is taking place. So the sages who were there in the Lord Shiva's hermitage, they arranged for a boat. Okay. So they arranged for a boat, And using that boat, they departed from one side of the Ganga. As they were crossing the river, when they reached the midstream of the water, they heard a very loud noise of gushing waters. So Rama asked, "What is this turbulent sound? And why is it coming this way?" So Vishwamitra Muni says, you see, uh, whenever, the disciple asks the right questions, the spiritual master, they become very pleased, and they just don't answer the question. They will tell you from the beginning. Okay. Similarly here, Rama asked, "What is the sound of gushing water?" But Vishwamitra Muni is telling from the beginning. What is that story? He says that on a Kailasha mountain, once Brahma created a very big lake with his mind, and it is called as Manasa Sarovar. That's why it manifested from the mind, Manas of Brahma. That's why it's called Manasa Sarovar. And it is very sacred. It has the capacity to remove all the sins. From that lake, a river was born, and it goes around the Ayodhya city, and it is nothing but Sarayu. So that Sarayu river is meeting with Ganga at this place. So it is the confluence of two great rivers. And as it is very sacred, my dear Rama, we should not just pass this Sangam or confluence. You please pay your obeisances and offer respects at this place. That means just do pranama or namaskara. So after that, they crossed the river, they entered into one forest, and at this place, there are insects which are making loud noise. So many other insects are there, and every one of them are making a very loud noise. There were various kinds of vultures that were making sound. Carnivorous animals like tigers, boars, they were all seen everywhere. And there was no sign. Okay, there was no sign that humans live in this area. So it looked like a very dangerous place. See, on this planet again, you have different places, Sattva-guna places, Rajoguna places, and Tamoguna places. Now, even here in Frisco, one day when we were walking, we were going on a like morning walk, Japa walk. We went into a community. It is not an HOA community, and a very strange kind of smell and all that was coming. A very strange meat kind of a smell everywhere. So we understood that it is not a good place. Just a mile away, 3 miles away from where I live, in Frisco. So, and there are so many communities. The moment you enter, it is so pleasant, very nicely. The lawns are taken care, and you would understand, yes, this is a very good community. Similarly, there are forests like that. If you find insects, strange insects making loud noises, vultures around, carnivorous animals around, it means that it is without any human population there. Nobody is living, inhabiting there, and it is dangerous. So Rama is asking, why is this place like this? So Muni started saying, Rama, once the same places, in this place, there were vast provinces or cities. And there were two cities, twin cities. They were designed by the demigods, the Devatas. And these two cities were known as Malada and Kharusham. So again, he tells this entire story. Once upon a time, Indra, he killed a demon called Vritrasura, and he got the sin of killing a Brahmana, because Vritrasura was born Brahmana. And because of this sin, he always used to be in extreme hunger and uncleanliness of the body. So Indra came here, and the sages, the munis, they took some sacred waters, purified water, they invoked certain mantras into the pot, and with that they bathed the Indra. Then all the sins washed away along with the bathing water. And Bhudevi, the earth personified, she accepted that. So because Indra's malam and kharusham, that means malam is uncleanliness, is like, if it's like a constipation, not constipation, like a diarrhea kind of a thing, uncleanliness, malam, and kharusham is hunger. Because both these two were taken away from Indra, it is gone. These two cities, which accepted Indra's uncleanliness and hunger, they got that name called Maladam and Kharusham. So in happiness, Indra, he blessed the citizens in these two cities that you will all, whoever, like all the citizens, he blessed that you will always be happy with wealth and knowledge and peace. And you will all have various provisions. So automatically, when that city was, was given these two boons, naturally, slowly, what will happen? All the humans will start populating that more and more. Because whoever is going to stay there, by the boon of Indra, they will become wealthy. So, 1 minute. Yeah. Oh, sorry. So as humans were populating these two cities, there was a demon, a yakshini. So a yakshini, yakshas, gandharvas, kinnaras, they are above the grade of humans. They are also species, but they have much more power than humans. So a yakshini, that means a woman of species of yaksha. So her name is Tataka, and she had a strength equivalent to 1,000 elephants. She came here and started eating all these humans. And because of that, all the people, they vacated this place. And she had a husband, her name is Sunda, and her son was Maricha. And that Maricha was equal to Indra in his power, intelligence, or bravery. And because of them, because of that family, Sunda, Tataka, and Maricha, this place has become like this. So Vishwamitra Muni is saying, you see, and she lives just around like 1.5 yojanas from here, around like 12 to 15 kilometers from here. That's all. Immediately Rama said, my dear Guru, yakshas by nature, they don't have good strength. And being a woman, how is that she's having the strength equivalent to 1,000 elephants? How is it possible? Even if one has that much power, it can be put in good use. But why she and her family are creating havoc in the city? Why did they do that? Can you please elaborate that for me? So immediately Vishwamitra, again, he starts describing the whole pastime. So he starts. In the past, there was a Yaksha, his name was Suketu. He did a great penance for Brahma, and Brahma was pleased with his penance. He appeared into Suketu, and Suketu said that he wanted a great, powerful son. Brahma said, a boy may not be possible for you, but I'll bless you with with a baby girl, and she will have strength equivalent to 1,000 elephants. So Suketu had a girl child with 1,000 elephant strength, and her name was Tataka. And when she came to the right age, she was then married to Sunda, and then from them a son was born from the couple, whose name is Maricha. And you see, excuse me. This is a very right example where you can see how the power can actually blind a person. Power, money, wealth. Okay. So as they were here, the Sunda, Maricha, and Tataka, once Agastya Muni, a very great sage, he was passing by. And unnecessarily Sunda, he wanted to make fun of him because Agastya Muni was very short, was too short. So Sunda, with his big body, he was just trying to fall on him, making fun of him. And as he was falling, like as Agastya Muni was very small, and Sunda was having a huge body, Yaksha body. So he immediately he did a hunkaram, like just like that. With this words, what he did, he killed the Sunda. Agastya Muni kills. Hato bhava. He used this word, hato bhava. Because there is no reason why he should come and fall on him. And it's not like a normal fall. Imagine if an elephant falls on us, we will immediately die. Like that. So now Sunda died without any investigation. Tataka, the wife, she's thinking that Agastya has illegally killed her husband. And she wanted to take the revenge because she has a strength equivalent to 1,000 elephants. So as she was coming, meanwhile, what happened? Maricha, he went, the son, he went to Agastya Muni to attack. And again, Agastya Muni curses that you will all get a very ugly form and you will become a demon. Agastya Muni he first curses Tataka that you will become a demon. And next, when Maricha was coming to attack, he also cursed Maricha that you will also become a demon. So Vishwamitra Muni is saying, this Tataka is roaming in this place. So Rama, do not show any mercy when they appear in front of you. Do not show any mercy that she is a woman, because normally it is prohibited to kill a woman. So, but Vishwamitra Muni is saying, don't think that how you can kill a woman. Just kill her, because she's a demon. And then Vishwamitra Muni, he gives further examples from the past that how even demigods, to maintain the balance, he also had to try kill a few women. Shruyadehi Purasha Shakro Virochana Sutam Nripa Prithivim Hantamichanti Mantharam Abhyasudayat. So Rama is saying, so Rama, you might have heard that when the daughter of Virochana, she wished to destroy the earth, Indra, he immediately killed her. And he gives more examples. Vishnunacha Purarama Bhrugupatni Pativrata Anindram Lokamichanti Kavyamata Nishodita. And Vishnu, he says, Vishnu also, he wiped out the wife of Bhrigumani, and he also killed the mother of Shukracharya, because they were demoniac. They wished that the world, they wanted to rule the world, all the three lokas, without Indra. And Vishwamitra is giving so many celebrated personalities have killed the females who were not following the dharma, the righteous path. So keep your compassion away, and the moment you see her, immediately kill her for the protection of the humans. And Rama now looks at Vishwamitra Muni and he says that, my dear sage, when you came to Ayodhya to take me, my father had instructed me that you are a great personality and I should follow your instructions. So whatever you have asked me to do, I will do it. Piturvachana nirdeshat, piturvachana gauravat, vachanam kaushikasyeti, kartavyam avishankaya. So he's saying that without a doubt, I will follow your instructions. Because my father had asked me, I will just follow your instructions. So Rama, he took the bow in his left hand and held at the middle of the bow, and you see, they have to tie right before. You have to make the bow and bow ready before releasing the arrows. So they have to use the string, right? The string from one end to another end of the bow, they have to tie. And once Rama he tied, he did a tankaram. Tankaram is a little tap on that, and that string vibrates a sound. So that vibration of the bowstring, it made a thunderous sound. It was blasting sound in all directions. So Tataka, she heard it. She came running towards them. She showered stones on them. She took various forms to attack them. She disappeared from one place and appeared in another place. So she tried in so many ways to kill them. Meanwhile, Maricha also came and was fighting. But Rama, what he did, he just took a very small astra, and he hit Maricha. So that Maricha, he fell down at a very far distance and he was unconscious. Now Vishwamitra Muni is saying, Rama, you see the twilight is approaching. Twilight is neither dark nor light, nor day. So if it becomes dark, they are demons. So they'll be very powerful. They'll become more energetic. So immediately kill her without any delay. So, but Rama was waiting to see if there is any change in her. So he did not kill right away. He first cuts down the hands and legs of Tataka. But she didn't stop. She was still, approaching her. As she was approaching them, Lakshmana cut down the ears and nose. Even then, there was no change. Finally, Rama released an arrow that was just like a thunderbolt, and it killed Tataka. Immediately, it killed Tataka. So when Tataka died, all the sages and inhabitants of the upper planetary systems, they felt very happy and they glorified Lord Ram. And you see, who is the first person who Lord Rama is killing? A family. It's a family, a woman who was not following the dharma. Okay. So after Tataka Vadha, Maricha, he fell very far away. and by this time it became very dark. So they, Rama and Lakshmana, they took some rest. They took rest and slept for that night in the presence of Vishwamitra. Okay, with this I'll stop here. Any questions?